The square of a difference is another polynomial multiplication problem where you can write it out the long way. Squared means multiply it by itself. So we can write it out as 3c minus 4 times 3c minus 4 and do the distributive property. But just like the square of a sum, there's a shortcut. And so rather than write it out the long way, let me just show you the shortcut. The shortcut looks like this. If you have two, oops, I wrote the plus sign again. If you have two terms that are being subtracted and squared, the shortcut looks like this. You take the first term and you square it, and you have the last term and you square it with a plus sign. In the middle, you do the exact same thing you did for the square of a sum, except with the square of a sum, you added 2 times a times b, and with the square of a difference, you subtract 2 times a times b. And so this is the little formula here for the shortcut for doing square of a difference. So when you have a square of a difference, all you have to do is identify what's a and what's b, and then multiply them together using this format here. So in 3c minus 4, the a is going to be 3c, and the b is going to be 4. And so all we're going to do now is we're going to plug in 3c for a and 4 for b. So instead of a squared, it's 3c squared minus 2 times 3c times 4. And on the end, we do plus 4 squared. And this is the shortcut that just takes us straight to the answer instead of doing distributive property. Again, there's nothing wrong with writing it out twice and doing distributive property. 3c squared is 9c squared. 2 times 3c times 4 is 6c times 4, which is 24c. And then 4 squared is 16. So just like this, and there's our answer using the shortcut. Let's try it again with 2m minus 3 squared. So in this problem, the a is 2m and b is 3. And so it's going to be a squared minus 2 times a times b, and then plus b squared plus b squared. And then we're just going to multiply all this. So 2m squared is 4m squared. 2 times 2m is 4m, and 4m times 3 is 12m. And then 3 squared is 9. And there it is. 4m squared minus 12m plus 9. And that's how to do the square of a difference using that shortcut. And just like with the square of a sum, we don't have to use the shortcut. If you'd prefer to write it out as two parentheses and use the distributive property, you will of course get the correct answer. Just personal preference. If you prefer to use the shortcut, that's another way you can get the correct answer.